Welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Mike Smith, along with Aaron Glandon. Dan Ramey on assignment. We'll see, or at least talk to Dan later tonight on the Litter Media Radio Game of the Week, which we'll be telling you about in just a bit. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Been away?
I have been away. I've been on assignment.
Is your hair gotten shorter?
I got a haircut before last Friday. You saw it.
Well, I saw no beard.
Yes.
But your hair looks, maybe you just combed it.
No, I got a haircut.
Did you notice that I got a haircut?
I did notice that you got a haircut.
This is haircut week. And I don't know if Dan got a haircut or was planning on it or what.
Well, I had this haircut last Friday when you and I did the show.
Okay.
You just didn't say anything.
Okay. You just look more manicured today.
Okay.
Maybe your fiancée. Maybe she combed your hair.
No, I combed my own hair.
Okay. Well, if you were watching any of the shows this week, we told our viewers yesterday we weren't lying. We were talking about rain all weekend. That's not going to happen. Hurricane Francine decided to have other plans after she got up into the Midwest. Friday night, partly cloudy skies for football Friday night. Tonight, low of 65, but dry. Mostly sunny for the weekend. Highs both days around 90. They're now talking about if there's any chance of rain, it probably won't be until Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. And as we've already talked about, how dry things are. I don't know if you've seen any of this, but there have been field fires the last 2 days in our area.
I haven't seen that.
There was one or two out in the Frankfort area. There was one up in Pickaway County. The fields are just so dry, it doesn't take much of a little spark. I think in one instance, a utility pole fell over, and that sparked a cornfield fire. They did get it put out, but I think it took a couple of hours to do that. So, folks, please keep in mind the open burning ban that we talked about on the news, I think, a week or so ago. That's still in play for all of our coverage area. So that's your weather. A lot to talk about in topics and sports, as well as a preview of what's happening tonight in high school sports. All that coming up on Litter Media Live. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, they're the folks you want to call on if you need to get rid of some junk. You need a big dumpster to be brought over to your house or your property, maybe on the farm, maybe your business. Give Carl a call for a free estimate at 253-8389, Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Take a look at our website, littermedia.com, for beneficial news you can use and find out more about the stories we're about to tell you about, as well as a link to our YouTube page. And you can see all the videos right there on the right column on our website.
All right.
And on our YouTube page, the Big Brothers Big Sisters Executive Director Aaron Alsop visited on a special edition concerning the 2024 Dance for Kids' Sake event happening October 12th at the Ohio University Chillicothe Shoemaker Center, and that's all beginning to shape up.
I think I actually have one dancer above goal and another approaching, and the others are right in there with it. So this year we have 7 dancers confirmed. There's a possibility that an 8th might show up. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, we have 7 dancers. We give them a goal of $10,000 each so that we can hopefully raise close to $80,000 or $90,000, which is what we've been able to do the last couple of years, which is fantastic for our programming.
Again, that event is happening October 12th at the Shoemaker Center at Ohio University Chillicothe, and that full interview is available to watch on our YouTube channel.
Get ready for a magical evening at Ted Lewis Park in Circleville with a free screening of Disney's Elemental this Saturday night. Activities get underway at 6:45 p.m. with the movie at 7:45. Now, family, friends, and community members are all invited to enjoy a night of fun, games, and prizes. You're just asked to bring your own lawn chair and blanket. Might get a little chilly in the evening hours. Before the movie, games, prizes, and snacks will be available.
A ribbon cutting is planned for this Monday, September 16th for the Serenity Square at Chillicothe Veterans Memorial. What's the A stand for?
VA, Veterans Affairs.
Veterans Affairs,
Medical
yes.
Center.
Medical Center, yes.
Yeah.
The ceremony in the courtyard will be behind Building 26 with an open house following that. Parking is designated in the Valor lot in front of Building 26. And again, that event is September 16th at 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's my understanding you and Dan are going out there to do some recording.
We will be out there.
Yeah, so look for Dan and Aaron out there on Monday. If you are underinsured or uninsured and meet certain income requirements, the Highland County Health Department can assist you in obtaining a voucher for a free eye exam and glasses. For more information, call their office at area code 937-393-1941.
The new Adena Regional Medical Center Council, an arm of the Adena Health Foundation, is hosting its inaugural ARMC Monster Mash Bash Friday, October 25th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The event offers a variety of ways to enjoy the Halloween season, with proceeds being used to further enhance patient care at the hospital. The event will be conducted at the Packard Medical Education Center on the Adena Health Campus, 446 Hospital Road in Chillicothe. Cost of a ticket will be $100.
You like to dress up for Halloween?
I do like to dress up for Halloween.
Do you do the same thing every year, or do you do something different?
Well, yeah, you wear a different costume every year.
Well, see, the only costumes other than when I was a real little kid was when Dan and I did our blood drives for Halloween, and that was something different.
What were you that year that people thought you were a giant
I was dressed up like a monk, which meant I had a brown, like a cloak or, I don't know what you would call, what is a monk wear? Robe. But I had a big gold cross on. I thought that was a dead giveaway,
but people thought you were something else.
She said, "Are you a turd or what are you?" Because everything else was brown. Dan came as a big football, an inflatable football.
Oh, yeah.
One time, that might have been the summer for the luau blood drive, where I had a grass skirt and coconut bra. Now there was something underneath,
right?
But that you can use your imagination on the rest of that. Fayette County College Military, Career, and Tech Fair offers the perfect opportunity for high school students to explore a wide range of post-secondary options, connect with industry professionals, and gain insight into potential careers. Now, this event is October the 2nd for all Fayette County high school students, and this will be at Miami Trace High School Gymnasium from 9 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. that day. Again, it's open to all Fayette County high school students and their parents if they want to attend.
And candidates for the Miss Circleville Pumpkin Show have been announced. You can find those on our Facebook page and on the Pumpkin Show's Facebook page. And at the Pumpkin Show band at Mount Oval with the OCU Music Department.
Yeah, this is something that's coming up this Sunday.
Oh, that's not at the Pumpkin Show?
No.
Okay.
But it's the Pumpkin Show band.
Right, yes.
But they do go out prior to the big show every year to kind of give you a little bit of a
They're building up excitement a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some would call that a tease.
Yes.
Our road report, we have a landslide project still in effect on State Route 772 in Pike County between McKinney Road and State Route 124. Work will occur daily, and temporary signals are up for that project. They hope to get that done sometime this fall. A lot of high school sports to tell you about from last night and what's coming up tonight, all ahead on Litter Media Live. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. I don't know if you were listening in on the radio broadcast last Friday night. We only got 3 minutes of the game in before it was suspended, and then Dan finished it up on Saturday morning. But we had a chance to visit with Accurate co-owner Mike Linton during one of the lightning delays Friday night. That is playing on our Litter Media radio broadcast if you want to get a chance. But just a really nice interview with Mike, talking not only about all the things that he is doing in the community, but the tie-in to Accurate Heating and Cooling, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing as a business that has a Christian foundation. It might be an interview you'll want to listen in for on Litter Media Radio.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Taking a look at sports, the Litter Media Radio Game of the Week tonight takes us up to Asheville. The Teays Valley Vikings opening up OCC play. Again, this is their first year in the OCC, and they're going up against the Lancaster Golden Gales. Dan Ramey will be sitting in for BJ Daly tonight. Aaron will also be there capturing some video, and you've probably seen this a number of times. If you're at the ball game, we'll have our Litter Media Radio banner up. If you see that QR code, just hold your smartphone over top of that, and it'll take you right to Litter Media Radio so you can listen to the broadcast. But that's just one of many games around the area tonight, but that's our game of the week on Litter Media Radio. Last night, Litter Media X went over to Miami Trace High School for a titanic FAC volleyball matchup between two unbeaten teams, Hillsboro and Miami Trace. Miami Trace flexed their muscle and won handily in a 3-set sweep. After the match, we caught up with Addison Butts and Lauren Ferns, who had 23 and 14 kills respectively, about, frankly, kind of the easy time they had last night and how they need to stay humble moving forward.
Lastly, this was your co-leader. Fairly easy tonight. How do you stay sharp, though, and not get too big-headed after an easy win like this tonight?
We have our coach constantly telling us this game's going to be the game. Like, they're going to come in and fight because they want it more than you.
I think we just have to make sure that we stay disciplined and fall back on what we practice in practice and just come out and play aggressively and just show the best of our ability every night.
Miami Trace played very well. You can find that full interview on our Litter Media X or go to our littermedia.com web story. That interview is embedded in the story. Also from the FAC last night, Chillicothe beat McLean in straight sets. The Cavs are 2 matches back now of Miami Trace, with Hillsboro only 1 back. Jackson was a 4-set winner over Washington. In the SVC, Adena stayed unbeaten in the league. Zane Trace upset Unioto, but one of the backstories in that, in the first set, Kyler Stully of Unioto, one of their top hitters, went down with an injury. Not to take anything away from Zane Trace, they obviously played well to win the match, but that was a tough blow for Unioto last night. Southeastern in straight sets over Westfall. Huntington remains a match back of Adena with a win over Piketon. In the MSL Buckeye, Bloom Carroll, they're still undefeated, folks, so they may be. Now, Miami Trace is the best team that I've seen personally, but from what I'm hearing, Bloom Carroll, they may be the best team in the area. The neat thing is they might be playing Miami Trace at the Circleville Invitational coming up here.
So that'll be a game to watch out for.
So we'll get an eye on who's got what. Fairfield Union also a winner last night in the Cardinal. It was Fisher Catholic and Millersport in the SOC. Wheelersburg beat Waverly. South Webster stays undefeated. Eastern Pike over their county rivals Western, and Notre Dame beat Green. In the TVC, Athens has a fine team this year, and so does Nelsonville York, but Athens got them in a straight set victory last night. Vinton County over Meigs, Fed Hawk, and Fairland were all winners. In the OCC last night, Pick Central over Taze Valley. Lancaster beat Canal. Great story there. Canal won the first 2 sets, and then Lancaster came back and won 3 sets in a row. Logan was a winner over Groveport Madison. In the Shack, North Adams, Lynchburg, Clay, and Fairfield were winners. In girls golf, SVC girls match number 5, Westfall a winner, Zane Trace second. Paige Weiss of Westfall and Zane Trace's Rosella Latavo were co-medalists at 38. Now, girls soccer, Miami Trace beat Hillsborough, Jackson over Washington. Chillicothe and McLean girls played to a 2-2 tie. In the MSL, Bloom Carroll over Fairfield Union. That was a battle of 2 top 10 teams in the state, and Bloom wins it. Wheelersburg was a winner, so was Westfall, Waverly, Rock Hill, Taze Valley, and in boys soccer, Chillicothe shuts out McLean 12-0. Western over New Boston, West beat Clay, Jackson over Uniota, Zane Trace beat Alex, and Fairland, over Portsmouth. Girls tennis saw Watkins Memorial edge Chillicothe 3-2, but Chillicothe's Bella Flores remains undefeated on the season with a 6-1, 6-1 win. Lancaster blanked Reynoldsburg and Newark over Taze Valley.
In pro baseball, the Reds fall to the Cardinals 6-1, and they move on to the Twins tonight. Guardians lose to Tampa Bay 5-2.
All right. Don't forget the Buckeyes are idle this week, meaning they don't play.
Right.
They got a bye on the schedule, and they will play home against Marshall a week from tomorrow. I haven't checked on the Bobcats, who they're playing this weekend. Of course, Dan and Aaron will tell you who the winner of that was come Monday. When we come back, we're looking back to 1993 to wrap up on this date in history, all ahead on Litter Media Live.
Litter Quality Propane, online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it. Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com.
This date in history, 1993, this is one of those historical moments that you wish what they did that day stuck, but it obviously has not. But on this date in 1993, after decades of bloody animosity, representatives of Israel and Palestine meet on the South Lawn of the White House and sign a framework for peace. The Declaration of Principles was the first agreement between the Israelis and Palestinians towards ending their conflict and sharing the Holy Land between the River Jordan and the Mediterranean Sea that they both claim as their homeland. Obviously, if you've been paying attention over the last year, they're still in a bloody conflict.
Yeah.
So it was just peace momentarily on this date in 1993. That's a wrap. Let's see. I guess we're hooking up in Circleville, you and Dan.
Yes.
Meeting up with me?
At like 4:30, 5?
He told me to be there at 5:15.
Okay. I'll see you at 5:15.
I don't think it takes 45 minutes for you to go from here to there, but
no, it doesn't.
Depends on whether you're walking or driving. I wonder how long it would take to walk from here to Circleville.
Maybe a day.
What's the farthest that you've ever walked?
Farthest I've ever walked?
In a day.
There was a day when we were out in LA that we hiked to the Hollywood sign and back from that observatory.
Mm-hmm. Griffith?
Yeah, Griffith Park. And I don't think we realized how long of a hike that was going to be. Mm-hmm. It took about 4 hours to get there, and then we had to hike back.
Oh, my God.
And that was a long day.
I've been to Washington, D.C. on a number of occasions, but one year Laura and I went, and it was the year that she was still pregnant with Sarah. Well, everything there, if you've been to D.C., it looks like it's just right there, when you see the monuments out and you keep walking and walking, walking. And we walked so much that day, my heel was bruised at the end of the day. Mm. And here she said, here I'm pregnant, and you're whining about your heel. The next time we went, when Sarah was younger, we figured out how to ride the metro, the train, or the subway. And it's like, why didn't we discover this a little bit earlier? But that was a lot cheaper than the trolleys.
Which monument out there is your favorite?
Oh, golly. Of course, the Lincoln Memorial's really, really special. Washington Monument, obviously, is the tallest peak in D.C.
Yeah.
I think the World War II Memorial, now that they have that established, because I was over there 1 year before it was built and then went back afterwards. I think two or three times we were there before 9/11, but when we went back after 9/11, it was amazing the difference of places that you would go in. I mean, they searched you like you were being under arrest. If women that had a handbag, they had this stick or a probe moving around down in there looking for, whatever, but a lot different going then as opposed to the few times we went before. Saw the Hope Diamond at the National Museum. That was kind of neat. Well, I suppose it was the real thing. I read later, it's kind of like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. They switch them in and out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
you never know when it's going to be the real one.
Sometimes it's real. So if you saw the movie National Treasure,
it's a good movie.
Good luck trying to steal it because you don't know you might
steal
get
a fake. Yeah.
That's a wrap. Listen to us tonight. Airtime at about 6:50 for the Litter Media Radio Game of the Week as Lancaster takes on Tays Valley. Until that time, for Dan Ramey and Aaron Glannon, this is Mike Smith saying have a great weekend, everybody, from all of us here at Litter Media Live.